just like that, we're live. That was beautiful and smooth sailing. Hello, happy to see y'all here. Excited for more Hacking with Kari. Hope y'all are doing well. Hello. Let's go ahead and get some stuff set up here. We'll do some Q&A. So go ahead and drop any of your questions in the chat while we're hacking away. We're going to talk through some of the things that we did throughout all the other Global Hack Week streams this week. So we'll talk a little bit about those, and then we'll finally keep on coding and keep on hacking for a little bit. And it should be really fun. So hope y'all are excited. I'm excited. Let's start off with a couple links in the chat. Like always, we're going to grab the check-in link for today's event. Copy that over and paste it in the chat. So for those of you all who are looking to check in, you can go ahead and do that at this wonderful link here. And then for those of you who are looking to see my progress from all of the other Global Hack Weeks, we'll go ahead and paste that link in the chat as well. Give it another minute or so to get settled. Give y'all a minute or two to hop on in, say hello. Hope y'all are doing well. We got the MLH shirt on, we got water. We're ready to rumble, the Apple Watch on, nails on. We're ready. Bed's made, apartment's clean. Love to see it. All right, let's go ahead and pop the GitHub link in the chat. So for those of y'all who are wondering, I've done 5 Global Hack Week streams this week. And so we've been building a fun little mobile app called Taskaroo on iOS. And so I'll go ahead and put that up on the screen as well for those of y'all who are interested. And let's just, spend like 5-ish minutes walking through what we've done so far. And then I can walk y'all through some of my plans for today's stream. Should be fun. Let's go ahead and hop on in here, present my screen, present my little window, and ta-da! Look at that. So welcome to Taskaroo. This is a Swift UI app, so iOS native app for your cellular device, for your phone, potentially for iPad. We'll see how it looks. That is a task tracker and a time tracker of various sorts. So there's that. We have a question. I applied for the MLH fellowship, still in reviewing phase. How much time would it take? So first and most important thing that y'all should know is that I don't work on the fellowship team at all. So I don't really have any additional information outside of like what effectively the public is told. That being said, it usually takes, you'll receive more emails with more steps as they go through that entire process. So it can take anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple days. There's no really hard or fast rules here, especially because I believe we just close or we're soon closing applications for the spring. And there's different deadlines for different regions as well. So yeah, depending on how many applications are in specifically, there's not really like a concrete, like 100% confirmed, oh yeah, you'll get an answer by Tuesday type of deal. But they do try and move as quickly as they can, and they are usually very good about actually moving through the tasks. So hopefully that answers your question a little bit. I don't have an exact deadline, but they'll get back to you as soon as they can. All right, let's take a look at our little app here. Hello app. So this is, for some reason, the off view is not compiling. So we might have to ignore that, but welcome to the task view. So when you log in, you'll be shown some tasks and whether like their status. And when you click on the task, you're able to do a couple of things to the task, like mark it as a different status. And then of course, add it to your calendar and then add it to add So currently, oh, question: are you an MLA coach? I sure am. It's a fun little time. But yeah, we've got task detail view, which we just looked at earlier, and then all of the code that makes it happen, like our Google authentication and all of that. So that's a little bit of what we've done over the last few streams here. We also set up, fully functional authentication with Google and Apple on Google's Firebase. So let's go and hop into our Firebase console here. And so this is our app. And at the end of the stream oh no, I still have UT's avatar. Let me change that just in case my camera hops off again. There's me. Hello. As I was saying, here's what we worked on also. So we set up a fully functional database here with Firebase. So we've got our project settings, our authentication, right? So that's me, and our Firestore database, which I've set up the beginning of the architecture within here. So we'll have the users, sample user ID, sample task ID, and then all of the specific parts of the sample task. Oh, looks like we got another question. What's an ideal MLH Fellows submitted project look like? Honestly, it really depends on what you're looking to do. An ideal project would be technically complex. It would be completed, and it would be in the languages you say that you're proficient in, and in languages in which we actually offer the MLH Fellowship track. So that's my best advice. It like I would say completeness, technical complexity, and generally in the languages that the MLH Fellowship is actually offered in. Like, for example, I do a lot of mobile apps. MLH Fellowship doesn't do much with mobile apps, at least right now. So there's that. Oh yeah, there you go. Hi, Wei. Check Discord too. Recommend watching the October info session Fellowship FAQ. Beautiful. Thank you, Wei. I'm gonna leave that up on the screen for a second. I appreciate you joining. Hello. Thanks for coming. Love to see it. All right. But as I was saying, we've got our database and rules set up here that go through all of these different ideas. And so today what I want to focus on is actually hooking up this database to our specific app here, right? So right now we have it hooked up so that you can log in using Firebase, but these tasks that we display on the home screen, they are just random tasks. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Share screen. Yeah, so the tasks that you can see on the home screen, I'll just show it again. If you can see, the tasks that you can see on the home screen are just these 3 sample tasks that I wrote not too long ago. That's like task ID, and all that. So what I want to do today, and I'm gonna bust out my trusty old notebook. Hello, notebook. Right? I'm gonna make a to-do list. Love a good to-do list. It's my favorite. We're gonna do a couple of things. Number 1, we want to add my user ID to the Firebase Firestore. Then 2, I want to grab all tasks saved to my user ID. Then I need to be able to add a task to the app and Firebase Firestore. Then I need to do the same thing with editing. And then deleting. That is generally more helpful. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and see how we can set up. We're going to look up some tutorials here because that's how we love doing this. Google Firebase, Firestore, just like that. Cloud Firestore. Get started. Yes. Oh no, I want your tutorials, please, not the actual console. Yes, that's what I want. Get started. Create a database. All right, let's go to my console. We have my Firebase database from earlier. And then let's go and share my screen really quickly so y'all can see what I'm kind of doing here. And then it says, select a starting mode. I want to go ahead and swap the security rules here. This is the rules playground. I believe this is what it looks like when you have just test mode on. So, oh, I have another fun question. Which country are you streaming from? I'm in the US. Then we have locked mode. Select a location for your database. Yes, done. Set up your development environment. There's that. Prototype and test with the initialize Cloud Firestore. Let's take a look back at the code here. And we've got home view. It would be in this view. I've got Firebase app.configure set up with Firebase Core and Firebase Firestore, but I don't have the let db equals firestore.firestore, so I'm putting in app.delegate.swift. So we can maybe do it within here, potentially, where it has the view model also declared. We'll see how that works. Come on. Anything? Okay, no error. That's good at least. We'll leave it at that. Okay, and we want to add a data. Or add data. So I think the way that I set this up is that we have this is a sample user ID, which is a collection, and then a sample task is another collection. So let's see if I can do this, because this is kind of tough, at least for me. There's a collection of users, and then the user has a document, and each one of those documents is a collection. Let's try and do this. So we'll get right when I should just get rid of this because I feel like it's broken, but that's fine. Yep. Let me stop my screen here and swap it to my other screen. There we go. Beautiful. Ta-da. Let's see that. Yeah, I know it crashed, but there's no uncaught exception here, so I don't know what's up with that. I guess we can just close that out for now. Oh no, we do have a DB 5-star, 5-star, so I can delete it here. No, don't do that. Do this. Ooh, sun. Hello, good morning. Hello. Happy to see y'all. Thank you for all coming. Let's see here. We get. So will it work now if I go to all of you? Or that's a different error than last time. So let's see if it loads. What do you think? I don't think it'll work, but I'm willing to try. Okay, we're go by. All right. Yep, that's just. I'll show off what this looks like when it's time to run the app from start to finish again. But I want to. Oh. Oh, now it's crashing everywhere. That's no bueno. Let's exit out of it. Let's just try. Have you tried closing and opening it back up? Turning it off and on again? Okay, I can read the data. And secure the data. Okay, that's how I get the security rules. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the security rules here. There we go. So the published changes are publishing as we speak. Let's try and run this again. Meantime, y'all get to look at my beautiful face. It's constructing, it's building for previews. There's a warning. What's the warning? And good morning to good libraries. That's fine. I'm going to keep the terminal window open just in case it throws an error. We've not been able to see it. In the meantime, we can drink some water. There we go. And beautiful. Alrighty. We can. Oh no. Oh. So it does not like this here. So I guess it has to go into up here again. Let's see if that works. Aha, there we go. So let's go back to share my screen. And there we go. Cool. We'll close out this. See the phone like that. Looks great. So yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And we've got off view, the app, task detail, status indicator, task, page manager. Yep, cool. So now what I want to do is I want to. Oh, there's a tutorial getting started with Cloud Firebase on iOS. I do like that. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is installing the Swift UI. Yep, that's just. Yes. Mm-hmm. This is an old tutorial, so it's not very helpful. Add and manage data, structured data. Add data, yes. Sweet. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. I'm thinking. Hmm. All right, we have a new question. Very fun. Hello, MH community members and audience attendees. How are you? What is the session plan? Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing well, which is good. The session plan for today is pretty much building out more of this fun app and having a good time with it. That's the goal. We'll see what we end up actually getting done. But right now, yeah, it's pretty much just doing that. Trying to currently figure out how to save just a user into cloud here. So, oh no, I closed my tutorial. Oops. Nope, that's the wrong link. Nope, that's the wrong link too. It's this one. Cool. But yeah, and that's about it. Yeah. For the technologies that we're using to build out this app, we're using Swift, specifically Swift UI with Xcode as our IDE, and then we're using Google's Firebase to build out the database side of things. And there's that. So okay, I need to, I guess then when you get to home view, potentially do call this create a new user in Cloud Firestore. Mm-hmm. All right. Another question, what is design part or architecture type adapted while the SLC process for this project code? Not sure what I mean by SLCD. For the architecture pattern, we're using MVVM. Interesting. All right, y'all. I am gonna take a quick break here for about 10 minutes. Mostly just because I need to get some food. I'm gonna go ahead and get a quick snack. I'm a little dizzy. So we'll be back in probably like 13 minutes. Thanks, y'all. And then let me go ahead and drag up one of these guys and set up back at 1:30 or 1:40 EST. We'll do that. And wonderful. On that note, I'll see you all in about 10-ish minutes. All right. Sorry about the delay there, friends, but we are back. Let's go ahead and pop on back the questions banner here real quick. And looks like while I was gone, we did get a quick question in the chat. Can you give us an overview summary of the project's app folder file tree repository with their main roles and using functions? I did talk about this briefly at the beginning, but I guess I can talk about it a little bit more in terms of architecture. So let me share my screen real quick and we'll talk through it. Let's see here. We'll grab this. So in here we've got our app, right? This is our main view function, which also calls our view models, and then also takes some of our models as well. So this is a model function, right? We've got some statuses, some structures, and some functions that help modify the task structure, the task model, which is kind of the underlying meat and potatoes of the entire app. Then we've got a bunch of views, so pretty much any file that's called a view is a view. Off view handles our authentication. Home view handles like the home page when you first log into the app. Task detail view handles, well, task details. Status indicator view just handles that little button right on the page here. So both this one and this one. There's also obviously, supporting functions within all of these files. Like in task detail view, we have a wide variety of supporting functions for the actual display, in addition to the button, date extraction for the elapsed time, and things like that. Status indicator view has a bunch of underlying structures, so it's more a model than a view, but I named it status indicator view, so we're going to stick with that. Notification manager is just Swift UI notification permissions. And then Google sign-in button is a view that is kind of buried within the auth view. And then the authentication view model is, well, a view model. So it's got all of the fun little things that we need in order to make authentication happen behind the scenes. So yeah, that's a little bit more of an overview of the app and what we've been able to accomplish. Let me go ahead and swap my seat so I'm more comfortable. And let's try and build out some way to search through and add a task. So I want to build out some UI, honestly, because like I mentioned, I'm not feeling the best. So hopefully, this will get me right back in the spirits. Add a functional search bar. Swift. So we get searchable. I believe that goes down here. Cannot find search text in scope. That's fine. Let's add in search text up here. Sorry, one lower or one higher. Now state private var search text, and then search text down here. Should go ahead and do that. Because this needs to actually be var search results instead of tasks. This goes to the bottom of the file. Right below in the bonds. Where's the bottom? way down here, I think. You want to return tasks. Return task. Dot filter. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this. Yes, yes. Yep. Okay, got scroll content, background, yeah. I do want to add in an add button. That's on an iPod. That's not very helpful. Who is Kari? I'm Kari. That's worded funny. But yeah, that's Kari's me. You're hacking with me. How to add bar items to a navigation view. Is it just not toolbar? Interesting. Yep, that's my name indeed. Oh, we got more questions. What programming language is this? We're building in Swift. So Swift is a language developed by Apple that is largely used for developing mobile apps, but it has a ton of different other uses. So there's Swift. We got more fun questions. Can I hack everything? Absolutely not. I make a lot of cool stuff, I would hope, but not. That is pretty much that. We've got about tapped. And there's that. So If I were to press on this button, it should just print it out tapped a bunch of times, which it does. Great. I want to make it a button that looks more like the buttons on the task detail view. Which coincidentally I've already got written, so I can just go back to the home view and I can do button, and then to timer I can do plus, I'm assuming. Sweet. Cool. Let's see. I'm gonna have to run this on device, so let's do that. Hook up my phone and do that. What are you currently programming? Great question. So I'm working on an iOS app called Taskaroo with a Google Cloud database. And long story short, we're trying to build out like a time tracker, schedule, like task manager with functional database and user authentication. So that's what we've kind of done so far. We're installing it on my phone right now, and then we'll get to deal with it from there. Yep, so there you go. This is my little phone with our, I'll show it to you because y'all haven't been able to see it yet, but this is the login screen, and I can sign in with Google, and it's going to redirect me to this page right here. Oh, and sweet. And it's just got the plus button. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So can I add in a functional search bar to the toolbar? So add search to toolbar Swift UI, please. So that's to go in the navigation tab. Stack. So do we have a navigation? We just have a navigation view here. We got struct, message, identifiable, codable, int, user, text, the enums, the content view. So we filtered message. Okay. So this is the way that they do it. So this is the way that I want to do it. Oh yeah, great question. What's left to add? I made a little to-do list. So currently I've got like 12 different things that I want to add because I was way overly ambitious when I first started this. But I think I'm gonna keep developing it after Global Hack Week too. So we'll do that. So I have a full list of like the database tasks. Then I have another list of the UI tasks. So, and I've been tackling more of the UI tasks first. And then I have a lot of like back-end tasks. So for database tasks, I'll read them out real quick. Add my user ID to Firebase Firestore. Lab all tasks saved to the user ID. Add a task to the app in Firebase Firestore. Edit a task in the app in Firebase Firestore, and delete a task in the app in Firebase Firestore. For UI tasks, we want to, well, like do the add, edit, delete, which we also have to, figure out later. But for UI tasks, we want to add the plus button to home. Then we want to add a create/edit screen. For apparently I have my stand goal. Anyway, add a create edit screen for task details. then we also want to add the search bar. To task home. And then we also want to, I think I want to swap around a bunch of stuff. Like if you see in the task detail view right now, we have just quick buttons to mark the task as pending and completed. So we have to actually make those functional too. Because right now, well, if I close this out, you can all kind of see it. I can mark it as pending, but if I go back to the next view, it still saves as so like general, we'll call these back-end tasks, even though they're not really that. Back-end tasks we have to make completed / pending / blocked, and then also archived, buttons persist. And then I also have to modify timer view. And then the big one is add all of the Google Calendar integration, which is kind of funny. Gcal integration. Along these lines. So there we go. Cool. All right. Oh, hello. Goodbye. And hello. Happy to hear from y'all. Thanks y'all so much for coming. Happy that y'all are here. Let's keep going for a bit. We've got the auth view, the home view. Oh, great other question. Is this for iOS only? Can the same programming language be for Android apps? So this is for iOS only. You cannot use the same programming language for Android, the same way that you kind of can't use Kotlin for iOS or can't use Java for iOS. That's the difference between, native languages versus cross-platform languages. I'm familiar with both Kotlin and Swift, but they do function quite differently in a lot of ways. In some ways, they're really similar, but hopefully that answers your question a bit. Get to remove this then. Get the list. Looks good. I want to add a search bar. Okay, so I can add in enum called search scope that is string and case interval that you can filter through inbox or favorites. So interesting. I'm gonna keep this up here for now, but I'm gonna comment it out. Oh, more questions. What app are you making? We are making a task, like a to-do list, except slightly more complicated and a lot more fun for that reason. So we've got user authentication, pulling and pushing to an actual database, persistent tasks across different uses, hopefully export to calendar, and then also time tracking within the task app. So it's kind of a task app on steroids, if you will. But yeah, we can go ahead and see here. Got the auth view, the home view, the task detail view, status indicator view, the task. So I want to build out this search bar in the home view. I think it's really cute, and I think you will kind of need it when the app starts growing. So we've got my tasks, which are of type task, and then the search text is, I don't think I need this, honestly. So then we've got all the tasks. So our tasks defined, they're defined in the task view. So that's good. We've got the state private var of search text, which is nothing. And then we get filtered message for, so we'll do filtered tasks and then task in. And then they go on appear, on submit, on change, right below the navigation title, it looks like. So navigation title is messages. I don't think I really have a navigation title. So it would be where the toolbar is, right? We'll comment out the search scope for now, and it just cannot find run search, which is correct, in fact, because we have not yet written run search. Oh, there's probably a lot of task apps, if I'm correct. In what way would this app be different from others? That's a great question. So first off, there's a ton of different task apps. The reason why it's different from others, at least in my opinion and for me, is that personally, as like someone that uses Google Calendar but does not like the way that Google Calendar handles tasks, I really want a specific tool that allows me to honestly see how much time I'm spending on something while also having it be a task list. So I want a task list that is not just an afterthought within the calendar, but is more so like a task list first and foremost that also works with your calendar in tandem. That was the idea behind it, at least when I first invented the app on Monday. So we haven't spent much time on it. I mean, we've only been at like 10 hours of development, which is nothing when it comes to, building a fully fledged app on the App Store. If that, I probably like closer to 9 because of the tornado yesterday. So yeah, that's why it would be different from other tasks apps. Honestly, whenever I try and build an app or whenever I build a tool of anything, I think of the problems in my life and what would help me alleviate them. And what I really hate right now is my task management system is just throwing things into Google Calendar as all days. And so they clog up super quickly. Like, I mean, if I open up my calendar right now, right? And I'm not going to open it up and show you because it's got a bunch of stuff that like doctor's appointments, stuff like that. But like, if I take a look at my calendar for this week, right? I have a task for Thursday that just said, bring my project to class. And I've got 2 tasks for yesterday that was like, don't forget to do your team member evaluation and don't forget to do your final project. Then I've got, on the other hand, like a task on Wednesday that's like, oh, you have to go pick this up because like it's listed 3 different times. Then on the other hand, I have like a task for a final paper. So like just tasks that are not really like, and also then one of the big things that I found like in my life that really helps me is knowing how much time I'm actually spending on things. So I want to know, oh, it took me 90 minutes to go to the gym today. It took me 40 minutes to do my homework. It took me 2 hours and 30 minutes to stream because it took me 30 minutes to prepare, for example, right? Instead of like the time that I put down on my calendar and the reality of what happens are not the same. And I want a way to be able to see what time I'm actually spending on things. That's where this idea came from. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it's like hard to kind of explain that in a lot of different ways, but also on that note, I like showing off my laptop stickers. So here's my laptop stickers, everybody. I'm shooting for my big screen here. All right, but let's see. Oh, I love all these questions. Thank y'all for asking. What is my favorite thing about programming? Honestly, for me, I really like seeing people interact with the things that I build. And I really like seeing like people enjoy and learn and have a good time. So part of it is like my personal satisfaction from being the one that actually solves a problem Um, what is this? Okay, sorry, I got confused there. I'm gonna write this run search function real quick and put nothing in it and then answer your question. So yeah, I like teaching programming, and I like how it's really such a broad discipline. You can do so much with it. When it comes to my actual programming, I really like seeing people enjoy the stuff that I make and having a positive impact. Um, if I was more coordinated, I think I'd be some form of like more hardware or more like mechanical physical focus. But unfortunately for your girl, she has terrible hand-eye coordination. So this is kind of what I found as a fun way to get to still build and share and have a tangible impact. So I like that about it. And I also like the fact that it's like I mentioned, it's such a broad discipline. You never really get bored. There's always something new to learn, always something new to do. And there's just so many fun things out there for everyone to see and learn. And I don't know, I really enjoyed that aspect of it too. So that's very, very fun. Yeah, let's see. We want to run the search. And we also want to do the filtered messages. I guess filtered tasks. Tasks which are of type task. So if search text is empty, I want to just return tasks. Otherwise, return tasks.filtered. Title. It works. Okay, awesome. I want to put these. I want to put these together. Ooh, more fun questions. Is there one programming language which learning would make the other language easier? I think any programming language pretty much makes learning the next one easier. This might be a controversial opinion, I would say, that anything makes the next one easier. Like you'll hear some people argue that like, oh, Python is like cool to learn because you get to do a lot of stuff super quickly. But then when you suddenly get to a new language, because the syntax is so forgiving. By that I mean you don't have semicolons and you don't have like indentation matters and you don't have curly braces and it's just different. That like then when you get to a quote unquote different, or I was going to say quote unquote real, but Python is very much a real language. But when you get to a different programming language, then you have a really hard time. Personally, my first programming language was Swift. I don't think it hindered me in any way, shape, or form, to be honest. So there's that, honestly. And I really like that aspect of it. So personally, like, I don't think there's anything, like any language that's particularly like, oh, this is the best that you should learn first. Like I mentioned, I learned Swift first. I've got friends who learned everything from C++ to Java to C, like Python, Go, like wide array. I think it only ever really changed what we like to do within computer science. At least in my personal experience, I found that what you learned first is what you tend to like the most. So a lot of my friends who started with Java or C++ are like backends. Or on the other hand, like my roommate, for example, she likes, she I think did C++ first, and now she does a decent amount of stuff in game dev, and Unreal Engine, for example, uses C++. I think. I'm like pretty sure. So like I think it just kind of changes what you really like rather than like, you know, like I started building mobile apps. I have such a soft spot for mobile apps. A lot of my friends who started in web development love web development, front end, back end, full stack, whatever. A lot of my friends who started in like Scratch have a fun time like with tons of other like silly stuff. A few of my friends who start, like, it really just depends on what you start with. I think that's a really main thing it changes. It doesn't make anything easier or harder, but I think it does make it more enjoyable. So I don't know. That'd be like, I know that doesn't really answer your question because I don't think there's really an answer to your question. But yeah, that's what I would say. Okay. H stack toolbar and search bar, please. I want to put them next to each other. So would it be just toolbar, maybe dot searchable? Something like that? Oh, you do not like that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is just me, but I hate everything about Python. It is simple, but I just don't like it. Something like C# is better for me. Yeah, I think that, like, personally, there's a few things I really dislike about Python just because of my background, right? Like, I come in from a language where, sure, semicolons just didn't necessarily exist. Like, Swift doesn't have semicolons. You can look at the code right now. But on the other hand, something like my first languages were Swift, then Java, right? Like, very different. And I hold more of a soft spot for Swift than I hold for Java, for example. I like Python for data science, and I love Python for artificial intelligence, machine learning applications. I think it is fantastic at the stuff that it does really well. Like when it comes to like teaching computer science concepts, it's also a great beginner language, right? For someone that has never touched programming. I like it a lot for that. For my own personal uses and building out apps like this, I don't touch Python really. C# I find similar to Java in a lot of ways, and I enjoy it for similar reasons. I also enjoy the fact that like with C# and with Unity, you can make fun games. I don't know. I like building stuff that people can use. I'm definitely more of a front end gal than a back end gal when it comes to that. So. I really like the search bar. So like, because if I'm assuming if I remove this, it removes the search bar, right? Yes. So how do I get it to, I'll do what I want it to do. Long story short, very fun stuff. Searchable, yes. Searchable indeed. It searches by the title, by the way, so there's that. But what I want to do for people who are confused is you see this, I'm pointing at my screen, but you can't see it, but you see the search box and you see the plus sign. I want to move the search box this way so I can add the plus sign right here. And I find that to be really helpful. Let's take a water break, shall we? Let me just say, I find that to be really helpful. That is what I'm trying to do. That is the words I'm looking for. I'm trying to push, so these two, split it aside. So yeah, how much time per day have you set for this app development? So I've been streaming the start of building this. So far I spent 2 hours on Monday, 2 hours on Tuesday, 2 hours on Wednesday, and 2 hours on Thursday. Yesterday I had an exam in the morning, so on Friday I did not do any development. And today I'm running this stream and then another. Oh, and then yesterday I had an hour because I was initially going to stream for 2 hours, and then I didn't get to stream for as long because there was a tornado warning in my area and we had to go shelter. So I have spent about 10 hours on it so far. I'm thinking it'll take me about 10 to 15 more. I'm about to go on vacation, or not on vacation. I'm about to go on like holiday on break, so I will have more time to like develop and code things then. Is the goal. So develop a little bit, relax a little bit, spend some time with family a little bit. So I'm hoping to continue this like 2 an hour time and then have it published sometime at the start of the new year. Would be nice. It'd be my second app in the App Store, which I'm hoping happens, honestly. So we get search, we get the toolbar. So I want to SwiftUI toolbar, building a search bar. Yeah, that's just building it. Don't really want to build the search bar. I want to use their search bar. So okay, it's saying that I could potentially just have a text field here in the toolbar that might do the same thing. Let's find out. It's search text. Yeah, but at this point in my like app development journey, I'm expecting this to potentially take me like 30, 40 hours. It's not what I like that to look like at all. That's not at all. That is not at all the same thing. So how can I add a nice search bar? How can I add, arrange search bar items? Yeah, toolbar view. Toolbar, we have content. Okay. So this is not the same thing, and I don't like the way that it looks, so it's going to go away. Because like, I really like the search bar, but I want it to be next to the button. Like I want it to be here, and then I don't want this empty space. Could I swap the order? If I put the toolbar first and then I put the searchable? No, that doesn't matter, does it? No. I can't put the dot searchable in the toolbar. Let's do dot searchable in toolbar. But yeah. Oh yeah, modify the search bar, make it your own, and my recommendation is to add a bit of color. I know it's too early. Yeah, I used coolers to come up with like a color scheme. So for like these 5 colors, and I've been enjoying it. So I think we're gonna try and probably like do the search bar. Yeah, might be worth it to make a custom search bar. Let's try and make a custom search bar. Because that way I can do it wherever I want, really. I can do it right here, and I can modify the text. Building a search bar in SwiftUI. Yes. So this will be within the... Oh, no. Wait, I got rid of the... No. Bring it back. Okay. Whew. I got rid of the toolbar. So in the toolbar, we're going to need an H stack. An H stack just stands for horizontal stack. It pushes the items next to each other, which is good. And then we'll have the H stack, so we'll have the button, and then it will have a text field. So it'll be something like text field, and then it will say something like search. Oh, and then it needs to have a binding string for what it's searching through. So search text. Okay. I don't see this text field is my only concern. So what if I put it here? Aha! There we go. Okay, so it does not need to, in fact, be in the H stack. Makes sense. There's probably already an H stack in the text field. So this is the search. Right. And in here we would type in search, right? A pool, Kari. This is a test, right? That perfect. Okay. And then we've got some fun things. So it's got binding var text, which is string, and then we've got a private variable, which is editing. And that's whether the search bar is selected or not. Cool. And then we've got some style, which we can add. So this is what, like, if we added in some padding and some horizontal padding. Yeah, so that's where it goes right here. Then background color. Let's just a white color. Kind of want to do the color of this. So if I do this as the search bar, and then I can do dot foreground color, or foreground style, sorry. Foreground style will be color, and that could be just dot white. Or isn't it just dot white, I think? Something like that. No, I need to change the I need to change the color of the text. Why is that being so difficult? Because it should just be the foreground color, like the same way that it is right here. So let me just make sure that it's not different for text fields. Change text color in text field, please. Swift UI. Sweet. Cool. Oh, only when it has a default value. Okay. Should just work though. Interesting. All right, well, it's kind of hard to read, so I'm going to comment these out for now just so we can like see it a little bit better. Okay, I do like rounded corners. So actually I'll do just background white just to see what it looks like. Background dot white, please. And then let me actually increase the size of this a little bit to make it look like that so I can have more space to program with. That'd be great. Background white, corner radius 8. There we go, that looks better. More padding. I'm assuming to push it away. Yeah. And then on tap gesture. Self dot is editing is true. And then if it is editing, we want to add in a button. And that would be where? That'd be like in the body somewhere. We search text. So this with animation. Oh yeah, someone asked me yesterday if we're going to do any animations. Here you go. So, no, it does not. I got rid of the whole thing. Oops. So would it be, it goes in the VStack, right? Or we'll go in still the H stack, but where it is placed. So somewhere down here, probably. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. That did not work though. Oh yeah. That'd be cute. I like that. Let's see here. Okay, but if I click on the search box and I click cancel, it does not deselect the checkbox. No, it does. Okay. Okay, now it works. Cool. So I do want to add in like a ton more padding here though. I want to do like something like that. Maybe 120. Nope. 100. 150. 110. Don't like how like it's not centered. So because you see how like the search button is off. So if I do 100, so I do like 95. That would not be probably centered on every app, right? Oh, and then it doesn't hover over the button all the way. So remove this padding as well. And then this padding too for now. So now it just covers the search box, right? And you click search cancel. We have the plus button, which right now does nothing, and that makes sense. So I want to do some padding on dot leading and dot trailing, something like, oh, these need to go in the parentheses here. Not parentheses, but braces. Brackets? 10. 10 might be too big. Or not dot leading, not trailing. It's dot top and dot bottom to wrap it around. 10. I don't think 10's needed. Yeah, no, like 5. Well, maybe even 3. 4. Cool. Okay, and then padding horizontal will be 95 potentially. And then if you click on that, see now it has cancel and plus. I don't like that. Could I have a button that instead of the text, it has maybe instead of like it looking like this, we'll get, what if I put it on the leading edge too? No, leading edge doesn't make much sense. So what if the plus button goes to the left then? Okay, we get this button system image plus. There's that. So instead of system image plus, I want system image to be, I have a SF symbols library that I can get. SF symbols library. We'll get that. I just want the list. If I look through, I want like some form of like cancel. X mark dot circle. Yeah, I think the X mark dot circle works. And then potentially self is editing as false and self dot search text is false. That should hypothetically work. Oh, that indentation is rough. Let's fix that real quick. I could have just done Control I, but that's fine. Let me see here. Cool. Then we can maybe remove these. Okay, cool. I do want to move this button to be to the left, though, I think. Let's see if that works. Cool. Oh, something's weird though. I don't like that. Hold on. It makes the search bar disappear. That's weird. Okay. I don't like that. Okay. We might need to comment this out for a second. First off, now I have some more room. Then we have, let's see here. We'd have like dot isn't frame padding dot no. Okay. So it's when you click on it. No, that's fine. Test. Kari. Help. Or how cool. Yeah. Okay. So it works with this. That makes sense. Okay. So it just needs less padding, supposedly. Yeah, I think I'm going to move the heading soon. Want to do dot trailing, maybe? Something like, try like, I don't know, 100, 200, 250? Nope. 225? 230? I'm just trying out where it looks good. I don't know. I don't know. And then it. Okay, and it's too big anyway to fit the whole box, so it has to be like that. And I want to add in the magnifying glass into the text field too, because to make it look like the actual search box. Nope. If we click on it, click X, click on it. Oh, it's not working again. Okay. This is what? Background color, foreground color? I don't remember what this is. Oh, this is for the old text bar, yeah. Cool. Padding, yeah. System image plus. Do think I want to move this. So it would be like then that it becomes, I think, instead goes in here like dot navigation title, text tag, something like that, and then it's font weight bold, color, foreground color. Oh. No, it still doesn't put it all the way to the top then. I don't like that then. I'd rather have it be here. And then potentially, then it's all in the toolbar. So I could hypothetically even move it out the toolbar at this point. Right? And then put it in here. Yeah, except not like that. It has to go in an H stack. So it's horizontally wrapped. Right? Cool. Except now this button is too big. Why is this button so big? Oh, it's because the font's the lurch title. Got it. Oh wait, this actually works really well. Cool, okay. We need to add some padding to the button here. Just be padding, leading 10, And then, yeah, right? Button system image plus. And then the padding, the foreground color. I don't think I even need to set the foreground color anymore because I think I'm pretty sure it's just that by default or by default, right? And then I think it also needs padding top, bottom 4, right? To make it look like this one on the other side. Because they don't look the same as my only, like, this is very nitpicky and I am like this, so apologies in advance. But first off, oh yeah, we've got someone coming on in 20 minutes, so you have to remember that. But besides that, you see how like they aren't lined up, like this one's higher. Or I don't know if that's just my brain making it up. Or what, but like I feel like my brain is convinced they are not in the same spot. That padding just pushes it top and bottom out. So, oh. And then we have padding top, bottom 4 here, right? If I got rid of this and then got rid of, like, are these then in the same location? Still kind of not. I don't understand why. Like this one looks to be lower. And then I still want the padding though. I want the corner radius. Horizontal. I don't even need horizontal padding. Let's find out. Oh yes, I do want horizontal padding. And then, and then some trailing padding on this side. And a nice little animation. Cool. So all I need to do is I need to make this button look good. So if I comment this out for now, here's what it looks like, right? Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So now if I add in a button that does nothing, it has a system image. Maybe if I add in a different system image, maybe that'll help. And it goes with system image. And then I want to grab one of the ones that is file or history, free icons. I want X and I want it to be one of the SF symbols. Or no, I want plus. So maybe if I do plus circle instead of, maybe it'll then look better. Maybe it's the size of, excuse me, size of the buttons here. And then, yes, it needs to have an action, I'm aware. And then dot padding, dot leading, and 10. See that? Yes, so it was the issue. This needs to have some trailing padding of 10, I think. Yeah, this makes way more sense. Okay, cute. I like this. Test, cancel, Kari, cancel. How cool. Cancel. Okay, awesome. Okay, I like the way this looks a lot. All right, sweet. Then I can delete this code. Maybe I can make these buttons slightly bigger. I might try and make them slightly bigger. So that, I know I do that by changing the size of the font. I did title 2, and then I can also do the same thing for this one, right? And then maybe I can, yeah, I think that looks good. Cool. All right. How do I add in the little, yeah, it's got the little sliding animation, see? Or maybe sliding in. Like instead of just appearing. I like that, you're right. Let me, I'm gonna add in a comment for that because I don't know if we'll have time to do it. Add in slide in animation for when it appears. Cool. And then we can, nope, not that. I don't need to look at that. I need to look at how to add SF symbol to text field. Oh, I can just do it by placing it in the text string. So I can do image, like if I did not know that. Wait, that's really cool. I love learning new stuff. Image of type system image, or system name is what's it called? The like it's just a magnifying glass, right? Yeah. Magnifying glass. Cool. Ah, cute. It's in there. Adorable. Okay. I like that. And then maybe add in like a space. Yeah. Okay, great. Cool. Okay, that looks good. Except yeah, like you said, we want to add in that little animation. So it's a functional search bar. I love that. Uh-huh. Cool. Cool. Animation. Can I just do animation.default like that? No? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I want to add in a slide and animation. That sounds really fun, actually. But this is really cute. Okay. I think let's build out a new screen while we have some time. File, new. Let's do file. We'll do a Swift UI view, and this will be the task detail or task edit view. And it will just go right in here. Sweet. And then it can go right into our home view. And then I want to just, or wait, would it be navigation link? Oh, but then this button need to be a navigation link instead of like if I did a navigation link with to destination. Destination would be task edit view, right? And then the label instead would become the button, the system image, or maybe the. I don't think it's going to like this. Yeah, give me 1 second, code, please. I'm trying to make you work. Yeah, so navigation link, destination, task instance view, and then be text, or like maybe an image with the system image. System name being plus circle. Cool. Okay. Sweet. So that works. And this works. All right, nice. I can go back. Yep. Kind of want to add some padding to the bottom of this list. So like maybe padding dot bottom, something like 10. Just increase that space between the start of the list and all this. Yeah, it's scrollable, which is great. The search box looks great. Thank you, Catalyst, for all your like insightful information. I've really it's been awesome. Thank you for participating. I love to see it. Yes. Cool. I can get rid of this comment. We can get rid of this toolbar. So we don't need it anymore. We've got the filtered tasks. We've got all of this stuff. We can get rid of these comments right here as well. Cool. So I have the add the plus button to home. I have the search bar to task home done. Yeah, cool. So that's good. Now we'll have to create the task edit view next time, probably, which I'll be back in like 2 hours and we'll keep coding and it'll be awesome. I'm gonna go take a quick break first. But yeah, I like this, except, do I like the white search bar? Because I don't think I really do. So what if I did, I mean, I can modify it, background dot, because I don't want to use the exact same background color as they have here. So maybe if I go to my trusty handy dandy color generator website, I can grab something that makes sense. Yep, I'll close out of all of these how to add search stuff because I have it, and grab some of my colors in here. I don't remember them off the top of my head, so it's, can I add more colors or? Okay, I can. So it's, let's see here. We'll lock all of these in. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out a matching color right now. So I'm on my, I'm on my like favorite color generator website, and we're coming up with some matching colors. So we get 21, 99, 139. So that is in RGB. 21, no, it's 21, 99, right? Yeah, 139. And then we also have the 214, 215, 217. That's 214, 215, 217. And then we have all of the matching grays. Oh, no. Sure, we'll pick that. But I just want I want to get my status indicator colors. So that's, yeah, 96, 153.45. And then, oh, that color's called asparagus. It's funny. 250, 130, 133, 250, 131, 33, not 333, no, 33. And then that's orange wheel, and then 155, 29, 32. So 155, 29, 32. Cool, and then we can unlock this guy and try and, oh no, it won't let me generate more than 5 colors. Let me remove, I don't know, this red. Got a matching color, black. Yeah, can you read black? Bingo, no. I'm not loving any of these. So I guess yeah, we've only got about 5 minutes left anyway, and I know there's someone coming on right after me. So now's a good time to push up the code and go through what we need to get done next, which is Loveland. Okay, let's change my directory. Git add all. Oh no, git add all. Git commit -m. This is part hack with Kari part 2. And then git push. Cool. All right, let's go to GitHub again and show y'all off this. Yeah, we can definitely ask users for colors and make a material use style lab. That sounds fun. Let's do, we're gonna have beginner week in January. I always need more stream ideas there. Let's do Google. Let's go to GitHub. And then finally, go to our app. And yeah, so we've got right about 5 minutes left. So I'm going to go ahead and end off on this note. Number one, go ahead and take a look at the GitHub repository if you'd like to. It has all of the like fun things that we've been working on, all of the changes that we just finished, and all of this fun stuff that we just made included. So that should be really helpful and fun for y'all to hopefully take a look at if you want to start it, you want to like it, want to fork it, whatever you would like. And then besides that, we'll be back at 5 p.m. Eastern in 2 hours. We'll be back in 2 hours for another live stream where I think we'll just keep going and it will be a blast. So like mentioned, yeah, here's the GitHub repository if you need it for anything, or if you'd like to find out more about me and the stuff that I build, then you're more than welcome to. On that note, I am going to thank y'all very much for coming. Thank y'all for a very active and exciting and engaging stream. It's lovely to hang out with y'all. And on that note, I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone. Let me disappear.